Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. It's been a busy few weeks for us, with some happy and some sad developments that I will get into in the following weeks. For today, I wanted to do a laid-back video about one of the unsung heroes of the exotic pet trade. So sit back and enjoy learning all about the bioactive powerhouses, isopods. Here at Gorgon Grove, we currently have 6 different types of isopods, common names being dairy cows, powder orange, lavas, gold dot, papaya, and sandstone. I will include their common and scientific names in the video footage so you can learn what each one looks like as you listen. We are building these colonies up to incorporate into some of our enclosures to help keep them clean, as well as to offer starter colonies of your own. They make a great first-time exotic pet that is super simple to care for and can be a great option for kids. In this video, I won't be going into detail about all the different species we have, but instead we'll be going over some general information related to isopods. If you want a video dedicated to each species or going more in depth on any one specifically, let me know. First, let's cover some surface level information about isopods. An isopod is a type of crustacean that comes in many different shapes and sizes, with over 10,000 species worldwide that can be found on land or in both fresh and salt water. They have hard exoskeletons that are segmented, several pairs of limbs, and antennae, and they range in size from a few millimeters to about 20 inches in length. The larger side of that scale being the giant isopod of the Atlantic, Pacific, and Indian Oceans. However, we will be focusing on a specific subsection of isopods, otherwise known as woodlice. Woodlice is the name given to the terrestrial, or land-dwelling, forms of isopod, but they have many names throughout the world, some of which include hillbug, roly-poly, potato bug, boat builder, cheesy bobs, shizzle pigs, and wood bugs, to name a few. They can be found in various climates but are often near rotting wood. The forest floors with lots of damp hiding places are a good place to look if you want to find them in the wild. Most of these isopods are some type of detritivore. So the main diet of these isopods is organic material. Some prefer rotting wood and plant matter, others have a taste for flesh and can be seen consuming dead animals. Our lava colony enjoys meat, which I will show in a different video in the future, but it requires a bit of an explanation that I didn't feel like putting in this video, so stay tuned for that one. Isopods have infiltrated the exotic pet world in recent years, and can now be found in most exotic pet stores and at various vendors at exotic pet expos, as they have risen in popularity as both pets and as part of a bioactive setup for other pets. So let's get into what made them so popular so quickly. Number 1. Isopods are super easy to keep in captivity. These guys live on forest floors or anywhere that has a lot of dirt with some damp spots, rotting and decaying leaf litter and wood. So recreating their homes inside of your own is really easy. Make a terrarium and then add in your isopods. Live plants can be added and the isopods will help break down matter to enrich the soil for the plant, making them useful for exotic keepers and gardeners. Their small size means they don't need a ton of space either, making them simple and easy for captive raising. And they reproduce fairly quickly depending on species, so you will have large numbers of them to observe or use in various projects. They can also function as a self-sustaining food source for small frogs, lizards, or tarantulas if the colony is established well enough prior to being introduced to the predator. And unlike with crickets, they can be left in the pet enclosure long term without any fear of injury to your beloved pet, since they are not predatory and most don't prefer meat anyways. Number 2. They can be added to other animal enclosures. You can add isopods to your snake, gecko, frog, and many other creatures' enclosures, and they're going to act as a cleanup crew. They break down organic matter, which includes poop. So they will help to break down any poop particles you missed in spot cleaning your tanks, which is super helpful for prolonging the time in between your full tank cleaning days. Number 3. They're just pretty. Isopods come in a variety of colors, shapes, and sizes, and there are different morphs available among certain species, which can be super adorable. There's probably an isopod for everyone if you look hard enough. Whether you want a great starter pet for children that is unique and interesting, and hardy enough to survive with very little maintenance, or a fast-breeding powerhouse species to add to an enclosure, to help with cleanup and act as a food source, there is an isopod for you. Mind you, some species can be pretty costly, so it is always good to do your research on types, prices, and their specific care needs before you go out to purchase your roly-poly friends. At the end of the day, get something that you like, because you're more likely to stay involved with their care if you just absolutely love them. Throughout this video, you have seen our 6 different isopod species, all of which have such vast variation species to species, and individual to individual. They can be soft-bodied or hard-bodied, various sizes, more or less likely to hide, and differ in dietary preference. I have absolutely loved keeping our isopods, and I am so excited to see them grow and change. We also have an experimental setup to see how well these different species can cohabitate, which thus far has gone well, so another plus for isopods. As long as there's food available, you should be able to cohabitate without too many problems. I also plan on sorting through our colonies to find some of the better looking, to me, specimens, to separate and selectively breed for those qualities. This brings us to the end of our video today, with a special guest appearance by one of the millipedes. No, millipedes are not isopods, but I like to see how they're doing when I check up on the isopod colonies. And so far, they're doing well. I have a hard time finding them as they dig down and hide in the substrate, and I don't like to bother them a whole lot, but I will update on their size progression as we go. So, thank you guys for watching today's video, and remember to like and subscribe. It means a lot to me when you tune in to see what we're up to. If you have any video suggestions or questions about some of the species you saw today, leave a comment. Remember to always do your own research, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye!